Hey guys, Ralph here. True Power Trumpet Fitness, and welcome to fabulous, astounding Friday. Overcast, cold. It's actually snowing in Penn State, in College Park. Oh my God. Anyway, the weekend's supposed to be warm, and I hope to get out on my bike again. Anyway, you saw the thumbnail. CLarke studies do not build CHOPS. Okay? A bit of a clickbait, I'll explain, but you get the idea. Okay. All right. Monster, double C's. And CLarke Technical Studies number 2, key of F, down to the low E, pedal E, with dexterity down there. I had to slow it down a bit, but so be it. Anyway, a little off the subject, but as I've said before, and I'll do another video on them, single pedals I do not like to do as a regular part of the pedagogy. Okay? I don't like to do it because you do have to coerce the chops to get them down to the single pedal register. Okay? But when you are playing with true power and you are so relaxed, they are at your disposal. They're absolutely there for you to do at your disposal. I just don't like a heavy diet of them, you know, every single day, like, you know, Claude Gordon had you do and all this sort of stuff. I don't believe in that. Okay, we're getting off the subject. Now, CLarke Technical Studies. Guys, I love the book. I love the book. I got you here with that thumbnail under sort of false pretenses. Okay? I want a lot, they call it clickbait, I guess. It gets you in. And I'm not saying it's not a great book. It's a tremendous book. And I tell you what, nobody this side of Doc Severinsen has played more CLarke in their life than myself. Okay? When I found out that Doc would do, or at least try to do, depending on his schedule, would try to get the entire book in cover to cover every day. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. And it's gotten to the point where that CLarke number 2, I can barely stand to play it anymore. I'm so sick of it. Okay? But here's the deal. I use it with every single one of my students. Every single one of them. And it is great for specific things. I don't like playing super soft all the time without compression. He doesn't talk about compression. He just says play super soft, which I think is a mistake. Okay? And over and over and over and over, I don't see that. You know, I like to keep, even though I like less air, I do like to keep the tank full. I don't like you to go below what is able to compress. When that happens, the only thing left to do is to stretch. And that really lends itself to doing it over and over many times without breathing. Okay? So, I'm not thrilled with that. But here's the deal. Guys, I love the book. It does not build chops. Notes on a page do not build chops. That note, whichever one I point to, it doesn't matter. That note on a page does not build chops. Chops are a physiological thing. And that's why I refuse to give routines. If you can play anything you want as long as the compression and the chops are right. And that is how you build chops. I love the Arbin book. You know I love the Arbin book. Every day I just enjoy playing Arbin. That doesn't build chops either. Either the St. Combs, either the Sox, either the orchestral excerpts, either Walter Smith top tones. The notes on the page do not build chops. It's a completely 100% physiological thing. And any system that says, well, you know, in the first week you have to do so many CLarke studies and so many this and that and the other thing, and then you take 2 days off, and then you come back, Roger Spalding, all this good, and then you'll go, no. It is absolutely 100% wrong. The fact of the matter is, every single person that ever picked up a trumpet, and anybody that's watching this here, if the tongue and the bottom lip are in the right compression, you can play a double C now. That's a fact. That builds chops, not a note on a page. Physiology versus music, and never the twain shall meet. Never the twain shall meet. Now, I take that back. They do have to be combined to create a great trumpet player. Okay? Now, I know I'm going to get lots of these. I'll probably scare them off before I get them. But I'll hit it right off at the pass. I'm going to get lots of comments and emails. Well, I started CLarke studies as a freshman, and I could barely play a high C. And now 3 years later, I'm playing a high F. Okay, that's wonderful. You changed your physiology to play the high F. CLarke didn't do it. You could have done it doing Schlossberg. You could have done it doing... It has nothing to do with that. A system, I don't care who it is, that just has a bunch of hackneyed exercises without discussion of the physiology of the embouchure is not it. Now, you may fall into it over the course of using these exercises. You may. But it's not the exercises that are doing it. It is not like lifting weights. Okay, I'm going to do an hour of CLarke yesterday, and that will get for a month, and that will get to high C. And the next day, I'm going to do an hour and 15 minutes of CLarke, and that will get me up to a high D. No. That is not how it works. How can I tell? Thousands, tens of thousands, hundreds of thousands trumpet players play CLarke maniacally every single day. As we speak. Somebody somewhere is playing da 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 da. Somebody somewhere is playing that. Okay? Do they have a double C? No. And I'm telling you, you can have a double C like that and play those CLarke studies till you're blue in the face. They're great for learning your keys, especially young kids. I have them all doing that. Great for young kids, those patterns. They're actually very good when you are working on chops because you can just pick the easy keys and it's remote control. You don't have to think about music. You don't have to think about key signatures. You can just concentrate on your chops. That is what I like them for because they're so mechanical. Okay? But the note on the page does not build chops, and you have to get past that. Now, as I've said a zillion times, and I'll say it again, once you get the double C's, then you have to adapt the embouchure to your music. That is where your hours of practice come in. Guys, I've said this before, and you're going to roll your eyes, yeah, Ralph, we get it. Guys, myself and Jerry both have had kids that have never played, and adults, that have never played the trumpet before, and could play double C's that would make Maynard blush. I mean, that's just a fact. But they couldn't play a C scale. I'm telling you, they have never played before. They come to Jerry or myself with a trumpet, and I say, okay, put that mouthpiece away. Try this one. They get out a middle C. Gee, it sounds good. Try to go higher. Boom. Okay, try to go higher. And they go right up to the double C. Right up to the double C. Now, they can't play a C scale. They're worthless trumpet players. Now, if you add the double C along with genius musicianship, then you've got Maynard Ferguson. If you put knockout double C's with just merely excellent musicianship, then you've got a great working trumpet player. See what I'm saying? Genius is different, and I'm not saying I know anything about genius. I'm talking about the physiological. If you get the great chops, you learn the orchestral repertoire, Adolf Herseth, you can do it. You can absolutely do it. It's as simple as that. Anyway, that's that. Welcome to Fabulous Friday. Have a great weekend, guys. A great weekend. Eat and drink your fruits and vegetables and live your life with true power. We'll talk on Monday.